Or it'll say, let us continue the transmission in the following way. Please become relaxed. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take another deep breath in and let it out. And for the third time, take a deep breath in and hold it, hold it, hold it. And blow it out. Continue to breathe in an easy and relaxed manner. Allow your lights to dim. Allow your music to begin. And allow your eyes to gaze upon the reflection of your higher mind in the holotope before you, as though it is a window, a door, a mirror into another dimension, another reality that is reflected within yourself. Allow your body to become relaxed. Relax your thoughts. Let go of the day. Let go of all the ideas and all the thoughts that are not really you, that are simply the noise and chatter that you have collected over the course of your lifetime, that are representative of beliefs and ideas and definitions that you've picked up along the way. But really, now that you have arrived at this point, you can tell many of them, most of them, have nothing to do with who you choose to be. Any that give you the sense of resistance to the natural self, the true signature vibration, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And let in all those things, all those manifestations, all those experiences that are always being sent to you, that are always coming to you, that are more in alignment with the beacon of your signature vibration that you give off. Feel that beacon stretching out, shining forth from your solar plexus under your ribcage, from the center of your body. That vibrating light, that scintillating light that represents your frequency, that represents your path, that represents your passion, that represents your extraordinary self, your unique point of view, your passion, your love, your creativity, your joy, your freedom, your key to unlock from all things that are not who you prefer to be, and let them drift away on a sea of infinite unconditional allowance and love. Do not invalidate them. Love them and let them go. For they have served you well to bring you to this point in your life where you are now making a new decision. The decision to be who you truly are. The decision to be free. Allow yourself to soak up this vibration of freedom, this vibration of extraordinary potentiality. The opportunities and choices are all laid out before you. And as you allow yourself to be enveloped, to be immersed in this beautiful crystalline sphere, this vibration of light and love, allow yourself to choose now that frequency that is you, and only you. You have, from this point forward, no other choice. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Float freely in your imagination between the stars above and the earth below. Float freely in orbit around your world. And gaze upon your planet and all of the extraordinary life and all the extraordinary expressions of life that exist in your world. Endless variation, endless expression, endless activity, endless being. A tapestry of infinity, interconnected, interwoven. The carpet that blankets your world, the carpet of life, expressing itself in all of the extraordinary ways that it can. The unique manifestation of your world, the richness, the complex beauty of life itself, expressed in joy, expressed in power, expressed in truth, expressed in authenticity. For that is now the only city you will live in. Authenticity. That is your home. That is your truth. That is your being. And that is your power. Extraordinary authenticity. The unique point of view that you are. The unique facet of the multidimensional crystal of creation that you are created to be. The authentic you. Living in authenticity. Now and forever. 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 Breathe it in deeply. Take it to heart. Take it to mind. Take it to soul. Take it to spirit. Take it to oversoul. Take it to all the realms of higher consciousness, the universe, the multiverse. Take it to infinity, to all that is, existence itself. And as you go forth, beginning this day, allow yourself, like opening a box of sweets, to choose at least once a day an act of extraordinary expression. Maybe it is something you've done before but never done fully. Maybe it is something you have never done that you will do for the first time ever. But allow yourself at least once a day to choose, like from a box of sweets, that which appears to appeal to you most, that to which you are most attracted, that which is most representative of your excitement, joy, your passion. One extraordinary act every day until it becomes twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day, 6 times a day, 7 times a day, until it permeates every moment of every day. For even in calmness, even in peace, even in meditation, even in solitude, you can be expressing and experiencing the extraordinary energy of your being. But let it flow, eventually let it flow into action and knowingness and behavior. Let it flow. Let yourself visualize the ideal you, mirror that you, match that you, see the extraordinary things that you is doing, and allow yourself to shift and be that you. Allow yourself to know that you are unique, authentic, and extraordinary, and express it every day, grounded every day in your physical reality, until it becomes your way of life, at whatever pace, at whatever rate you are comfortable with, honoring the belief system ensconced within you and letting it go, letting it go, letting it go when it no longer serves. But taking that one single step a day in an extraordinary way and begin to truly live an extraordinary life. For that is what you are. You are passion itself. You are purpose itself. You are unique, authentic, and extraordinary. There is no other like you, and never shall there ever be again, and never was there ever before. For all times are one, all places are now. You are here, you are now, you are extraordinary. And no longer do you seek to be normal, no longer do you seek to be ordinary, no longer do you seek to fit in the way you have been taught you must. For now you will know that by being extraordinary, by being authentic, by being unique, by being the passionate path you are, you will by definition automatically fit with all others also expressing themselves in extraordinary ways. And together you will harmonize in an extraordinary song of creation and joy that will allow you to automatically know you belong and know you fit in all the ways that are appropriate for the extraordinary way you will be from this point forward. Breathe it in. Crystallize it as your truth. And every day in all the ways that you can, choose no other choice in that moment of authenticity, but to be as extraordinary as you can be, every day, in every way. Allow your imagination and your higher mind to be your guide and reflect to you the truth of your being, the truth of your uniqueness. Ground it. Plant yourself firmly in the grounding physical reality through all the physical actions that you take. And be not afraid to move. Be not afraid to act. Be not afraid to express yourself in all the extraordinary ways that you can. Be not afraid. For all you are doing is discovering more of who you are. And that is the only thing that will ever be found in the unknown. Because the unknown is just you that you haven't discovered yet. That is the only thing that fills it. And when you discover more and more of yourself, you will experience the extraordinary being that you actually are. Breathe it in, and breathe it out into your world. And be the candle flame that can ignite and inspire all other candles. Allow yourselves now to relax and rest into this knowledge and this certainty. Allow your music to soften. Allow your lights to remain dim. Allow yourselves to drift in this new knowledge as this new person on this new day in this new world. Breathe easily. Breathe calmly. Breathe peacefully. Breathe joyfully. And in all ways, know that you are extraordinary. Remain at peace. Remain at peace. And just experience that spark of extraordinary being that exists within you. And be willing, just be willing to let it out. Magic will happen when you do. And your life will be an extraordinary reflection outwardly of the extraordinary being you are inwardly. The sweetest of life dreams and lucidity to you. Our unconditional love to you all, and our deepest appreciation. Good day.
Hi, Bashar. I just watched an excellent lecture of yours about letting things in and letting go of the things that are not meant for us. I'm just wondering, regarding things that are not meant for us, why do we want them so badly? Such as the wrong person in a relationship. Just, and asking to let go of the desire so much and it just not going away. Can you help me understand why we so badly are drawn to things that are actually not a good match for us, or not a match with our frequency and vibration? Thank you so much.
They're in your life for a reason, but not necessarily the reasons you think. And it's the insistence and expectation in your belief system about why you think those people should be in your life that's getting in the way, instead of allowing them to be there for the reasons that actually serve you. Because there are no accidents, and they're in your life for a reason, but they're in your life to teach you lessons. And one of the lessons is to not impose a societal assumption or structure on what a relationship is just because of the strength of the attraction. It's about the idea of what are you learning from that relationship that allows you to become more of who you are and choose the things that you really prefer vibrationally in your life, instead of just insisting that this thing that has been attracted is supposed to serve a certain purpose, instead of just simply learning the lesson that it may be showing you that you need to let it go in order to attract something else that would actually be more relevant for you. So it all serves a purpose, but the question is, are you learning the lessons from what that relationship is showing you, or are you continuing to insist that it should be something that it's not?
Ilya Ovna Bashar.
Good day, good day.
Thank you for being the loving reflection that you are, by the way.
It is our passion and our pleasure.
I recently came to have some validation that I have a connection to the hybrid program,
All right.
and I've made agreements with certain Mantis beings. There was a symbol that came through about phoning home, and I was hoping you could add some light to this.
Phoning home.
Yes.
All right. Well, first and foremost, when you are dealing with the Mantis beings, with the Greys, with the hybridization program, you are usually experiencing a shift in your energy vibration that is closer to the idea of spirit. And spirit represents your true home. So it could simply be your interpretation of realizing that you were very close to home, vibrationally speaking, anytime you had any of those encounters.
Okay. Did I make a agreement to do any channeling for one of these beings?
Do you mean with one of those beings, channeling one of them?
Yes.
It is a probability that you can pursue if you wish.
Could you give me a name or permission slip to follow that pathway?
Well, are you first of all talking about being excited about vocal channeling or automatic writing or doing some kind of readings for people or divination systems? What style of channeling? Because remember, anyone that is doing what they love to do is in the channeling state. They can decide how they wish to express it. That's up to them. So, what form of channeling are you most passionate about exploring?
I think I'm still trying to decide that, but right now I'm leaning towards the vocal side.
All right. Well, are you willing to gather people around you who are asking questions so that they can pull the information through you?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, then we would suggest that you do that. But you have to get out of your own way. You have to not care what comes through. It has to be all right if you get nothing at all. You can't be worried about looking strange or silly. You have to allow the information to come through by having people ask questions that pulls the information through you into them so that you can just be the conduit and the vessel and you don't have to think about what you're getting. So it's a relaxed state of just allowance of whatever happens to happen, knowing that at that moment, even though you will get better with practice, that whatever happens in the moment is what needs to happen to give you the opportunity to practice and to feel out how the information comes through you and what your particular style is all about. So if you're willing to start that way, then gather some people who are willing to help you practice by asking questions that they would really like to know the answers to and see what happens.
Okay.
All right?
So further on that, during the same time when I got the symbol, I also got information about following patterns of cubes. And you mentioned something about how a cube symbolically is kind of grounding into physical reality. Is there any
Yes.
information you have about how that might connect to block DNA?
How it might connect to block DNA?
Yes.
Why do you think that the cubes block DNA?
Not block as in do not allow to proceed forward, but block is in term of a cube as a shape, I guess.
All right. Well, it's simply, again, symbolic of the idea of physical reality in a grounded sense. That's why people instinctively refer to your planet as the four corners of the world. They think of it in a cubic form because that represents the idea of a very solid, stable, grounded shape. It's symbolic in that sense of a full experience in physical reality. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think so. Uh, Separate question. So I've recently come across some information about uh, Tigetans. Is there anything you can add to the conversation about that at this time?
We are not allowed to discuss that at this time through this particular terminal.
Okay. Separate question then. So nature of physics. So when we transition and our universe essentially turns into spirit and less crystallized in physical reality, what happens to that physical reality that was our universe?
It remains within your soul, it remains within the oversoul. It becomes information that allows the soul to grow and make decisions about what it would like to do next. It's rendered into information, basically.
Okay. So concepts such as life insurance is useful for those who have perception agreements with us who also agree to that. But in terms of our physical reality, that's becomes information.
Yes, it all turns into information that the soul can use to decide what lessons to have learned from it, from the experience, how it all factors into what the soul will decide to do next for its personal growth.
Okay. If because we are shifting realities, one of the things I wish to do is honor all the life that I encounter. So when I'm in a situation for like weeding a garden, I
Yes.
don't want to harm those second density life forms, but I recognize that I shift to an Earth where they're already different, but still I express the action of, well, I caused harm in the sense of my continuity. Can you help me address that perspective?
Well, you must understand the idea that in nature, certain things sometimes do go through a cycle where they do disintegrate in order to reform. So if you do it out of respect, out of love, and fall into a natural flow of your relationship and your connection to nature, then you will find ways to do that that actually are in keeping and in alignment with the natural cycles of nature for things to be apparently destroyed so they can be recreated. It's what you simply refer to as the cycle of physical reality, the cycle of life.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
And then I guess lastly, is there any other information that is open to coming through at this time?
When you start practicing the idea of channeling, make sure you allow yourself to adapt and to change in whatever way, shape, or form it seems natural for you to do so. Do not become rigid in the way that you think it has to present itself. You may at first start with your own higher mind, bringing that through so you can gain familiarity with what that feels like. And then you may start being aware of connections that you may have to other beings, like the mantis, where you then can, with further practice, bring through information from beings on that level as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Bashar. Ilya
You
Ave.
are welcome. Aveo.
Aveo.